welcome guests. I have to tell you something, a little secret. I have been abducted by aliens. It happened to me about 3 years ago. I was just walking down the street, whistling, singing, just like we all do, right? Right. Great summer day. And all of a sudden, something came out of the sky. Grabbed me. I've been there before. It was way back 30 years ago, after a wild, wild party. But no, this time, I ended up in a place that was unfamiliar to me. Have you ever experienced that before? Yes. I don't know why I was chosen out of 6 billion people to be the representative of the human race and deliver our important message to these strangers. And I had to spend a little bit of time thinking about, what should I say? What should I tell these people about us as humans? About us as people? I want you to think about that. What would you say to aliens about your life, your experience, and you being that representative of everybody on Earth? I decided to tell everybody that the most important thing in the universe is love and respect of your fellow human being. Mr. Contest Chair.
Let's give a big round of applause for all of the candidates. And now, you'll have an opportunity to get to know the candidates a bit better, the contestants. They will now be interviewed by your Lieutenant Governor of Marketing. Please join me with a big round of applause for your interviewer of the day, Remick Lowe.
Thank you, Mr. Contest Chair. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests.
Good morning, Remick.
Good morning. You know what? I haven't met anyone anywhere outside Toastmasters. You're the only people I know of who would make abduction such a positive experience. It's like, I have a cup of morning coffee, look at the clock, oh, 10 o'clock, time for abduction, let's go. All right, it's time to find out if our contestants are truly Toastmasters or maybe from outer space. Let's welcome our first contestant, Don Rokas. Good morning, Don. How are you?
Terrific.
Terrific. Okay. You were the chosen one to be abducted by your alien friends. Were you chosen because you love classic cars so much, they don't want you to spend too much money, maybe your wife made an arrangement with them to take you away, to curb your spending for a while?
I believe that probably was correct, yes. My wife would have loved to see me take off in my old car with her.
You love classic cars, right?
I love classic car, yes.
Do you have some, or you like to check
I have
it out?
one. I have an old Thunderbird, 57 Thunderbird, yes.
Right, and you managed to keep it away from the aliens.
I have kept it away from them.
Yeah, probably they have to cultivate the appreciation of classic cars.
Yes.
Yes, and in comparison to spaceship, which one do you prefer? Still classic car?
Absolutely, no question about it. Especially when you can cruise down Marine Drive in White Rock with the top down, a nice sunny day. You have the wife with you. It's beautiful.
Okay, now the aliens just sent me a signal. They want you to tell us which club you're from. What city?
From the White Rock Early Edition, we meet 7 o'clock each Monday morning.
Fantastic! White Rock all the way. It's like being me there from White Rock to Burnaby.
We meet down Scotty, yes.
Yes, well done, well done. Besides classic cars, you also like yoga. Now that's not an alien activity. I wouldn't imagine them doing headstand. And so how long have you been practicing yoga?
I did yoga for a year and a half. I missed the last 7 weeks, and this Monday, prior to coming here, I wanted to get stretching a little bit more, and I went Monday to Friday. I do the Bikram hot yoga for 90 minutes each morning.
Hot yoga,
Hot
detox, and stretch
Yes,
out.
stretch.
Calm, that's why you're so calm. Great.
Well, it's good for the mind, that's for sure.
Yes, that's what I have to do. Maybe we'll see each other in class after
Absolutely.
the conference.
Yes.
Here's a certificate and pin for you. Thank you for your participation. Please welcome our second contestant, Deborah Preston. Morning, Deborah.
Good morning.
The aliens have reminded me again. If I ever forget, they'll abduct me next. Please tell us which club you're from and what city.
With Snow Peaks in Chilliwack, British Columbia. Come on and visit us.
Fantastic. All the way from Chilliwack. And what division is that?
It's Division K, the only true division. Gene, you owe me big time.
Now, they didn't pay me to ask that question. Okay, so you mentioned that your mother is more scary than aliens. I think maybe our mothers are friends.
It could be.
Because I could really relate to you. Do you ever have that feeling sometimes you'd rather be abducted or spend your time in outer space rather than on this earth?
Occasionally, I have had that feeling. Although for the most part, I'm actually earthbound and enjoying it.
Right, because I see that you have a lot of other interests like writing or making jewelry. What kind of writing do you do, like science fiction?
No, I write poetry, I write articles, I write books now, and I very much like to write letters, long, long letters and emails. So take a warning, don't send me an email or you'll get a reply.
Are those long letters to your alien friends?
Well, they will be now.
Right. Will you consider publishing them?
I don't know if that would be a smart idea because, of course, then it might invite more re-abduction experiences. So, and I won't get paid for that, I don't think, unless I'm in Martian money. I don't know how that would go over at the Bank of Canada. So I think I will refrain from that.
Yeah, our currency fluctuates sometimes.
It does.
Yeah. Okay, let's wait and see how that goes. Here's a certificate and pin for you. Thank you very much for your participation. Next, let's hear from Eileen Miller. Welcome, Eileen.
Hello.
Please tell us which club and what city you're from.
8031 Mid-Island Advanced, Area 13. The best division, G for great.
Here, I hail the alien queen. Yes, it's my pleasure. You have many alien mates or friends. Do
You have no idea, my dear.
Yes, I truly have no idea. I'm still learning. Do you promote cross-pollination between the two species?
Definitely, I find that both species have their good parts and their bad parts, and I think getting together with those aliens and procreating would create a more superior being.
Do you foresee any challenges? I don't imagine it's an easy task, or maybe it's easy. Like, should we have some training? Like officer training. People have to get credits and, get themselves knowledgeable and prepared for it.
Mean training to procreate?
Perhaps. Or maybe no training required. It comes natural, I imagine.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, let's move on. Good plan. Your other interest. You said you like dreaming. What kind of dreaming? Is it like dreaming at night or like, I have a dream, that kind of dreaming?
Well, I do both. I'm constantly writing speeches, and probably 5% of them actually get delivered because there's a speech. All the world's a speech, and they're everywhere. So I dream about this and that and the other thing, and abducted by aliens was just one of them in my repertoire. So it just was a good question today.
Right, and I know you love theater. Maybe you'll write a play someday featuring some alien characters.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll stage it here at the next conference.
Yes.
And it will be a sold out. Okay, thank you. Here's a participant.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from our next contestant, Azim. How are you?
Good.
Yes, I can see it. 12-pound firstborn alien baby / human baby. Yes, of course you're good. You're ready as always.
Actually, it was my parents who thought I was the alien. But that's another story. Next year.
My parents think I'm an alien too, so we're doing good.
I think we are. Good match.
Shake on it. Yes, good plan. Good plan. Tell us, what's alien diet like? What do they eat?
Interesting.
Is it better than food here? The food here is very good.
So they tell me. I haven't had the experience. But the alien diet is as good as any restaurant in Burnaby. Not saying much for the food in Burnaby, is it? When are you taking me?
Okay, how about the swimming pool? I know you love swimming. Are the swimming pools in Burnaby or other cities also very good?
There are lots of swimming pools in Burnaby, but considering the swine flu epidemic, I'd stay away. I'd rather go with the aliens.
And what kind of activities do you do when you go out with your alien friends?
Oh, now that's a whole story in itself. The aliens I go with actually love to go on bicycles. I don't know why, but somehow they like the speed, especially when they're pulling off fruit off the stands. Those are the kind of alien friends I have. They haven't heard of shoplifting yet.
Yes, and aliens, I know they also don't have the same kind of logic we human beings do, so they play things in different order. Like, for example, at this note, I'll ask you what club you're from and what city.
I am from the VTS Orators. It's a downtown club, a corporate club.
Great job. I too like to befriend the aliens because they saved my life once again. Here's a certificate, a pin for you. And thank you once again. Let's welcome our next contestant, Steve McCausland. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Tell us which club and what great city you're from.
I'm from Rise and Shine 331 from Victoria, Division A, and the A stands for Always First. Always first to the buffet line, always first to the hospitality suite. Oh, you guys thought I meant the contest. Okay.
And how many, you're a dog lover, apparently.
No, I hate that damn dog. If I could have got the aliens to just take him, it would have just been him who went, but there's no way I would have that kind of luck. That dog runs our lives. I've had 2 children and 1 dog. I'd trade the dog for 4 more kids in a heartbeat. Anybody interested?
Is your wife here by any chance?
No. I left her and the dog at home. 2 for 1 this weekend.
What's the name of your dog?
Kobe.
Kobe. Okay.
Like the beef because he's as spoiled as those Kobe beef cattle are.
I see. Okay, if the aliens can only take either you or Kobe, Which one you think they should take?
Oh, I think they should take Kobe, but we've had this boat at home on about a dozen occasions when I'm ready to send the dog to the SPCA, and they're like, Dad, the SPCA won't take you, so you'll be out on the street.
I see that one of your notable accomplishments, you were a referee at the world's largest hockey game. Now, how did you get the job? Did the aliens help you?
No, it was actually the world's longest hockey game.
Longest?
That's my terrible handwriting. And 51 hours, 27 minutes was how long it went. What I never tell people is the fact that we refereed it in circuits. You don't get to referee the whole game. I was only on the ice for, I think, an hour and a half, but I was the referee on the ice when we broke the record. So I get to say I was the referee at the world's longest hockey game.
40-something, 50 hours? I am questioning if you are truly a human being.
My club does every Thursday morning too.
Here's a certificate, a pin for your participation. Thank you so much. Please welcome our next contestant, Sanjit Kathakar. Sanjit, tell us which club and what city you're from, please.
I belong to Community Impact Speakers. We meet on every first Tuesday of the month, club number 813114. Please do welcome anytime. We meet on at Metrotown, above the Sears Room.
Great. You love movies. When you were on the spaceship, what movie did they play for you?
Omen, Exorcist.
Wow. What was the experience like? Did you watch it by yourself or were the aliens with you?
There's some beautiful people with me, but they were all aliens.
How did they enjoy the viewing experience? Did they need subtitles?
They were relishing it, like people were relishing the breakfast today.
There's a lot of reference to the breakfast. Did you get your breakfast early this morning or did you have breakfast with alien diet
I
again?
had my alien diet because there was too much oil that I could fill up a few bottles with.
Right,
My
alien
wife doesn't
diet.
eat oil these
I can
days.
see a trend forming now. You also love reading. What kind of books you love to read?
I like anything that anybody tells me is a good book to read. The latest book I read is a book called Shantaram, about a fugitive from Australia living in India. And it's a beautiful story, well written. If you get your hands, read it.
Fantastic. Do you also like science fiction?
Not too much.
Because of your alien experience?
Exactly, I live with them every day.
I can see that. Sanjit, I noticed that you have filled all 7 roles at the club level, all 7 officer roles. This is a shining example. Do you recommend that to anyone else? Trying all different positions?
Absolutely. Where do you get a chance to be a member or an executive committee member without, worrying about having to fail or being thrown out of your job? I mean, here's the Toastmasters Club. Join in. Whichever role you get, take it up. Don't think it's the lowest position. Everyone is the highest. The lowest one is the highest. So do your bit. Be a member and an executive member of the club.
Great job. Thank you so much. Here's a certificate for you. Please welcome our next contestant, Norman Cotsey. Norman, please tell us which club and what city you're from.
From City of Richmond, and we're with Enrich Speaking Club, Division E.
You also work for the city of Richmond, is
Yes,
that true?
I work for the City of Richmond in, I think I've just written down their departmental associate. I wasn't too specific, because if I have to say I work with bylaws, I don't think I have too many friends when I leave.
And you are into graphic design, is that correct?
Yes, I play with graphic designs for online gaming or people that spend way too much time on the computer. There's usually a forum that they participate in and shoot the breeze with fellow participants or players. And what I do for them is I create for them an avatar or a little banner or a signature that is depicting of who they represent within the game.
You were very positive when you shared your abduction experience with us. Do you see any future in promoting tourism to the aliens, to the city of Richmond?
Oh, for aliens to visit the City of Richmond? No, once the ice caps melt, City of Richmond's underwater, so I'll recommend ocean, skies, diving experiences. Yes, Richmond is diverse, it's growing. It's an Olympic venue, so there are reasons to come and visit us and spend some time.
Terrific. Maybe I'll just visit you in Richmond next time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your participation. Let's hear from our next contestant, Marian Gusche-Geiger. Welcome, Marian.
Thank you.
Please tell the audience which club and which city you're from, please.
Kelowna Toastmasters, Club 2796, of course, Kelowna, in the Okanagan Valley.
Marian, you have very fine and exquisite taste. You like caviar, salmon, and wine.
Yes.
Do the aliens have better wine or close to our palate?
The aliens, when they did their research, noticed the type of wines. I like a nice, smooth Merlot. I'm not a white wine drinker. I'm a red wine drinker. I can't say I'm a connoisseur of all of the red wines, but I know what I like, and they had a well-stocked wine cellar.
I imagine with the technology, they could age the wine maybe in different ways, and maybe it tastes better, right?
I think they're aliens. They can do whatever they want.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't the wine. Maybe they altered my taste buds to make it taste fine to me. Could have been vinegar they were giving me.
I'll take your words. Now, Marian, you have recently achieved your DTM.
I did. Thank you.
And I know you have also served in many different capacities within Toastmasters. Like you've been an area governor, division governor, you were involved with contests before. So what's next?
What's next?
Charter a Toastmaster club in outer space.
Good idea.
I'm with
Good
you.
idea.
I'm with you. I can't go myself. I can't take time off, but I know John Hopkins, our demo team, is available.
Yeah.
So I should schedule a date for them.
We
and
could-
John would be happy to hear that.
Just before I close, I'd like to recognize somebody that I met here today as a result of my little disclosure that I'm from a rock in the North Atlantic. I truly believe in 6 degrees of separation. And Ralph Yorst came up to me and said, I was the last dentist in Newfoundland before it became a province of Canada. And he is a Toastmaster with us today. Ralph was a dentist in 1947 in Newfoundland, and Newfoundland actually became part of Canada in 1949. Before that, it was its own colony with its own government. So, Ralph, please stand, take a little bow. This is a true example of 6 degrees of separation.
Thank you very much. Maybe one day I get to meet the alien friends. Just so many degrees of separation. Here's a certificate for you. Thank you so much. Last but not least, let's hear from our contestant, James Dean Waryk. James, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Looks like you're ready to tell us which club and what city you're from.
I am from Evergreen Toastmasters, 973. We meet every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. downtown Vancouver.
Outstanding. James, I know you love dancing. Did you get a chance to teach the aliens? Are they fast learners?
I'm going to reveal my secret to everybody here about the aliens. And I know that you can feel it. All you have to do is close your eyes, and you can feel the energy